So today I'm going to be taking a look at the vanilla Motorola Edge 20, an upper mid-range phone released in July of 2021. Now I've been using the phone on and off for the last couple of months, and here are my thoughts, and spoiler alert, it's pretty good. So first off, let's talk design of the Motorola Edge 20, and it's a good one. It has a very sleek and lightweight build, measuring just 7mm thin and weighing a fraction over 160 grams. And it took me a while to get used to this being such a light phone using my iPhone 14 Plus, which is considerably heavier, but overall I found it to be absolutely fine. You get a stunning 6.7 inch, 144Hz OLED display with a resolution of 2400 by 1080, and this gives you a pixel density of 385 pixels per inch. And Motorola says it's protected using Corning Gorilla Glass 5, although GSM Arena quote Gorilla Glass 3, and with very slim bezels, this is a pretty premium display experience, more so than other budget phones released today. You do get a 32 megapixel selfie camera in that punch hole display, but unfortunately you don't get an under display fingerprint scanner that is built into the power button, but nevertheless it's really fast and really responsive. The volume buttons are positioned above this, and you get a dedicated Google Assistant button on the left. And the body of the phone is made from premium materials as well. You get an aluminium surround, and the back to me feels like it's made of plastic, but Motorola's website claimed that it's made of Gorilla Glass 5, although again GSM Arena quote Gorilla Glass 3, so who knows. It has a matte feel, and having the phone in this frosted white helps to reduce fingerprints, but you can also get the phone in frosted grey and emerald green. But personally, I think I got the better of the three. And you can get the phone in either 128 or 256 gigs of storage with 8 gigabytes of RAM, and performance is taken care of by the Snapdragon 778G, found in a plethora of other phones at a similar price. And this gives reliable performance in everyday use, and gaming can be played without a hiccup, and everyday scrolling is smooth and responsive. And the 6nm process node helps with efficiency with the 4000 mAh battery, which in 2023 is pretty small, but it does give me all day battery life, and the 30-watt charging will get you 70% in just 30 minutes, which is still pretty good. And as for software, the Edge 20 is running Android 13, so it's had 2 major software updates since launching with Android 11. Whether it'll get Android 14, I doubt it, but never say never. And this is the usual stock Android experience with plenty of customization options through the Moto app and no bloatware to be found. And lastly, onto the camera. It's a triple camera setup headlined by a 108 megapixel f1.9 primary camera, and this is accompanied by an 8 megapixel f2.4 3x telephoto camera with optical image stabilization, and lastly a 16 megapixel f2.2 116 degree field of view ultra wide with autofocus. So a pretty complete setup, no 2 megapixel macro or depth cameras, so a pretty good overall setup. And as for photo quality, this is a step up in terms of overall results compared to today's budget Motorola's. There's plenty of detail and not as much of a loss in finer detail from those cameras, and photos are saved in 12 megapixel resolution thanks to the 9-in-1 pixel binning. And this helps with the overall results, bringing more light onto the sensor to improve the overall results of your photos. Now the photos from the other 2 cameras also result in 12 megapixel photos despite being 16 megapixels and 8 megapixels respectively. And for the ultra-wide, the 16 megapixels are also saved in 12 megapixel images, which unfortunately does affect the photo quality. Detail isn't quite up to scratch, and although smudging is reduced around the edges, colour reproduction isn't as accurate as the main camera. And with the ultra-wide supporting autofocus, this also allows you to shoot macro shots, and oddly in the native 16 megapixel resolution. And of course this is miles ahead of the 2 megapixel macro cameras found on budget phones today. And the 8 megapixel camera also produces some pretty good results. Yet because of the upscaling from 8 megapixels to 12 megapixels, detail isn't quite the best, but colour and dynamic range is good enough at this price. And the 32 megapixel selfie camera also produces some pretty good results, and video tops out at 4K from the main camera and 1080p 30 from the selfie camera, but here are some video and photo samples for you to check out and let me know in the comments what you think. So overall, that's my look at the Motorola Edge 20 in 2023. Now, despite being a couple of years old, I found this phone to be a really great phone to use. It's got a really premium design, a really great usable 3 camera systems. It's got good battery life thanks to that 4000 milliamp hour battery, and the 30-watt charging, although not the fastest on the market, still gets you a pretty good amount in a short space of time. That 6.7-inch OLED display is a really nice display, and the fact that it can go all the way up to 144 Hz refresh rate is just the icing on the cake. And with those really super slim bezels, just makes it a really premium experience using this phone. And of course, with performance, it's absolutely fine. It's one of those upper mid-range chips even in 2023, and it gives me really great and really reliable performance, and of course 5G connectivity. But of course, let me know down in the comments what you think of the Motorola Edge 20. Is it a phone that you have, or one that you would consider buying going into 2024? And again, let me know down in the comments, and subscribe to my channel if you're interested in more videos like this. I'm trying to get to 5,000 subs before I get to February, when I go away and doing a real world test video when I'm away. And thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.